motion and progress. Every day, millions of people take to it heading to work, school, or home. But behind the rhythm of traffic lies a harsh reality: road accidents, which claims millions of lives every single day. In an instant, it happens, whether it's a wrong turn, a speeding vehicle, or a distracted driver, and the consequences are devastating, with families torn apart, lives forever changed, and dreams forever shattered. Amid the chaos, traffic officers stand as guardians, working tirelessly to maintain order and save lives. But the question still remains: are they doing enough? Are our roads safer for everyone? Today, we bring you a closer look at the causes, the impact, and the urgent need for change to make our road safer to all who use them. These images shows Shamma, a 3.1 telecommunication student at JKUAT, whose promising journey came to a tragic end as a result of careless driving. It happened on a fateful day. Shamma was struck by a speeding vehicle around Ruiru Sports Club, and the driver fled the scene, leaving him fatally injured, gasping for his final air. What was meant to be an ordinary day turned into a breaking tragedy that still haunts those who knew him.
My name is Odhiambo Viola, and you all agree with me, there is no devastating event as an event of losing a loved one on a road accident. You know, I feel like there is no pain that can beat that type of pain. You're just talking to someone in the morning, and then in the evening, he's no longer there. I remember it was on 24th November 2024. And then in the evening, somebody just, a random guy, of course, made a call and called me and said, you know, your friend is no longer there. I got shocked, like, which of my friends? And then he mentioned Shamma. I got so rooted to the ground, like, in 5 minutes time. Before I asked another question, like, yo, I was really shocked. So I went ahead and asked him, like, what happened? And then he told me he was engaged in a road accident. I failed to understand, like, how. And then he explained further. He told me, you know, he was walking and there is this man who just knocked him and moved as if nothing had happened. That was very painful. I couldn't even handle, like, you know, I'm one of the people who can't cry before people, but that day I broke out, like, literally. It was so hard on me. Because let me tell you, Shamma was one person who was very kind, a nice, satisfying thriller, very brilliant, you know. I had to fight the anxiety, I had to fight the grief, the anger, imagine the emotional trauma. Yeah, I thank God for this far, because I can even talk about him courageously right now without breaking, you know. Yeah, I thank God.
Meet Mike, a man whose life changed forever on Thursday, October 19, 2022. This was already a day with heavy loss, as he and his family returned from his mother's burial. Tragedy struck again when a devastating road accident left him scarred both physically and emotionally, but luckily he overcame the trauma that could have broken him. Today he carries the scars of that day, not as a reminder of pain, but a symbol of survival.
My name is Michael Dudukov, and I'm a victim of road accident. 19th October 2022. It was on a Thursday. That's 1 week after the burial of my mom. I was traveling from home to Nairobi, together with my dad, who was the driver, my 2 uncles, and my girlfriend. We were using a private car. That's a Toyota Probox. The journey was good, full of laughter, until we reached somewhere around Mount Suswa, no approaching cars. no houses, just mountains and hills. They call it a black spot. First I heard a loud bang. Then a few moments later, I heard my dad screaming, like literally. Hours later, I found myself on an hospital bed with a bandage around my head and a number of friends besides me comforting me. I had lost consciousness, and it was my dad who broke the news to me. Thankfully to God, everyone on board got mere injuries. I'm the only one who got a serious problem. I never knew how serious it was until I saw the pictures. I survived a tragic accident. The incident gave me traumas. It even led me to drugs, with an attempt to forget everything, all that medication, a number of people coming into our house from church just to console me, to console my father for the tragic accident. It was just cumbersome. I thought my world was ending. I even feared for my education. Later on, I was taken to therapy and to church, of course. You know what it means to be an African. And everything went on well. Up to now, I'm okay. I don't have any problems. I'm a winner. I'm a survivor. And I thank God for that. Anyways, speed kills. Let's protect lives.
As of 2024, road accidents in Kenya remain a significant concern. Data from the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, reveals that between January and July 2024, there were 2,407 fatalities, marking a 2.82 increase compared to the same period in 2023. During this time, over 11,500 accidents were recorded, leading to more than 6,000 serious injuries and 4,000 minor injuries. Pedestrians accounted for the highest numbers of fatalities at 919, followed by motorcyclists and passengers. By early April 2024, the NTSA reported that 1,189 lives had been lost in the road crashes, an increase from 1,129 deaths in the same period in 2023. This data highlighted pedestrians, passengers, and motorcyclists as the most vulnerable groups. Additionally, over 7,000 people have been involved in crashes, with many suffering life-altering injuries. The NTSA continued to emphasize the need for stricter enforcement of traffic laws and better infrastructure and public education to curb this alarming trend. In our effort to understand the causes of road accidents, we spoke to two drivers with different experiences on our roads. They shared their thoughts on the key factors contributing to these incidents. Here's what they had to say.
So unaitwa nani na wewe ni dereva gari gani?
Mimi naitwa Kimani Kevin. Na naenda na hii gari hii yenye nimekalia hii.
So Kimani, umekuwa dereva kwa muda gani?
Dereva miaka 12.
Miaka 12. Na kwa hii hatua yako dereva, ushaikuwa involved kwa any accident?
Hapana.
Hujaikuwa involved kwa any accident?
Sijai involved kwa accident.
Na usha witness accident yote imehappen?
Mara mingi sana. Mingi zaidi.
Na unaweza sema chanzo kubwa cha hizo accident kuokaa ni gani?
The main inakuwa simu na ulevi.
Simu na ulevi?
Simu, unakuta mtu ako kwa simu and then anashtukia accident. Ama umelewa, gari imekushinda nguvu.
So Kimani, unaweza aje advice madereva wenzako ndo the number of accidents zenye zinaokaa zipungue?
Venye naweza waambia ni fanya kitu at a time. Kama ni simu unaendesha gari, make sure simu yako iko silent ama umezima. Na ukiendesha gari avoid ulevi, bangi, sigara, pombe, nini, hizo vitu hazipelekanagi na steering, especially PSV. Usipofanya accident, unaweza shikwa na makarau, ujikuta wapi? Umefungwa. So vitu kaa hizo ufanya kama huko kwa steering. Hivyo.
Sawa, umesema the main reason accident unaokaa ni ulevi na simu.
Unapigiwa simu, una chat, unashtukia accident.
Sawa Bwana Kimani, asante sana kwa time yako, tunakushukuru. So unaitwa nani?
Naitwa John Muregi.
John Muregi. Umekuwa driver kwa muda gani?
Kwa 15 years.
15 years? Ni miaka mingi sana. 15 years. Kwa hii hatua zako za udereva, ushaikuwa involved kwa any accident, ajali yote?
Sijakuwa involved kwa ajali yote.
Na ushaikuwa na rafiki mwenye amekuwa involved kwa accident? Na unaweza sema hii ajali imekuimpact aje kama udereva?
Ajali yake ilikuwa mbaya juu waligongana na gari head on na akafariki hapo.
Sana kwa msiba. Na unawezaje kushauri madereva wengine ili waweze kujizuia kupata hizo ajali? Ushauri wako kwa hao madereva wengine ni gani?
Ningewashauri kwa sababu madereva wengi ukikutana na ajali, wengi wao wanakuaga walevi. Sana walikuwa wanakuaga walevi. Kama huyo ni msaa nimekuambia alikuwa amelala kwa klabu. Alikuwa amelala kwa klabu. So unaona kama ukuwa sofa huwezi fanya accident sana. Ile accident utaweza fanya ni ile tu kidogo tu, ile tu utaweza epuka ile ya kawaida tu. Kidogo.
Asante sana kwa time yako. Nakushukuru.
Asante.
Shamma's life may have been cut short, but his story remains as a reminder of what's at stake. Mike's survival story also serves as a testament to resilience and the need for change. Together, we can advocate for safer road and a culture of responsibility. My name is Naftal Nasir, and this is Road to Silence.